This is Tunisia, the most northern country in Africa, and this is Shakshouka.
It's an ancient dish originating in the 16th century when the Ottoman Empire introduced tomatoes to the region.
Many countries such as Egypt, Morocco and Israel have their own way of making shakshuka, but it appears that it originates from Tunisia.
Here's a description of what shakshuka actually is from my local Tunisian tour guide.
Shakshouka is something which is mixed with onion, with tomato, piment, many vegetables together.
And now, after eating all that shakshuka, the only question remains is whether a local Tunisian friend who's been eating this dish his whole life will accept Cooking Gigi's version of this shakshuka. With the Four Seasons Tunis, and here we've got their shakshuka. It's very red. I see some onions and pepper, lots of tomato puree. Let's give it a try. Very earthy. It's good. I prefer it when it's freshly made and then also a little bit more solid.
It's a little bit too salty, so you really have to eat it with the bread. Yours, I could just scoop and swallow, scoop and swallow. This one, if I scoop and swallow, I'll have kidney failure.
So we are staying at the best hotel in Tazur, a 5-star hotel in Tazur. And here we've got some shakshuka. And this time, they put the eggs inside.
Oh no, my worst nightmare. An overcooked poached egg.
So not so good?
Buffet style. It's not like handmade in that moment. So hopefully I can try a real shakshuka in a real restaurant.
Meat, like saucisson.
Southern Tunisian shakshuka. So the one in the south has meat, whereas the one in the north has seafood because it's next to the coast.
The more shakshuka we eat, the more different it is compared to yours.
I know.
C'est bon?
It's good.
There's only one last thing to do, and that's to get cooking. So first we're going to chop all of the vegetables. Onions, tomatoes, peppers, and garlic. The most southern African girl into the most northern African country to make my version of shakshuka and see if it's okay.
Crazy.
Put your onions, peppers, and olive oil in a pan and soften them. Throw in 2 cans of tomatoes and 3 freshly chopped tomatoes. And now for the flavor. Add in dry chili flakes, paprika, cumin, some black pepper and salt, and of course some garlic.
Is it going according to plan?
I mean, according to my plan, maybe not according to Tunisian people's plan.
This is Zina. She's been working for my friend Kareem for over 20 years. Will she approve of my shakshuka?
Feels like it's good, it's tasty.
And to accompany the shakshuka, she would be making these delicious hot pita breads made of flour, water, sugar, and milk. Her way of keeping these pitas nice and juicy was to fry one, flip it over, and then fry a second one on top. Now that the tomato base is a little bit more solid, it's time to crack in those eggs. Keep the lid off so that you get the nice exposed egg yolk. Crack on some pepper, add some coriander or basil, and you're ready to serve it. Piping hot.
Tunisian trying Georgia's shakshuka.
It's really good. Wow. It has more flavors. Ours is more liquid. But I prefer this version. I
prefer
this version.
Then Tunisian version?
I'm Karim and Titi and I approve this message.
Oh
Well done.